back to Gentleman's Corner, guys. My name is David. Today is another Fantastic Friday video. And it is a particularly fantastic Friday for two reasons. Number one, it is Good Friday. So for those of you who are of the Christian persuasion, this is a start to a wonderful weekend. For one, it's a holiday, and for two, it is the beginning of the process of resurrection of Jesus Christ, which for the Christian faith is a big deal. I myself am a Christian, so for me, it's a big deal. But it's also a Fantastic Friday because I can finally say that Gentleman's Corner, as you saw in the opening image, has finally reached 100 subscribers. In fact, at the time of the recording of this video, I am at 102 subscribers. It was a little bit dicey in there for a few seconds because in the last couple of days I have both gained and lost subscribers. I would have one or two people subscribe and then another one or two would unsubscribe. So it was a push to get past 95 this week, but we finally did it. Finally have hit that 100 subscriber mark. For today's video, I am smoking Lane 1Q in my Decatur billiard pipe from Pipes and Cigars. This is going to be the next tobacco that I review next week, and it is a wonderful tobacco. Spoiler alert, this is one of my favorite aromatic blends. It was one of the first aromatic blends that I smoked, so I do have a soft spot in my heart for this blend, but I will try to provide as impartial and fair and balanced a review as possible. Moving on. I have a list of things. So like I said, the next tobacco review is going to be Lane 1Q. Like I said, I finally got to 100 subscribers. Good Friday is today. And I'm particularly happy because I had a bunch of deadlines that were due today, and I got them all turned in on time, which was nice. So I can actually enjoy this weekend without having to worry about any deadlines for work. So then what are my plans for this weekend? Well, I'm going to be going to church with my family on Saturday. My mom sings in our local choir, so I want to go watch her perform. And then my fiance and I are going to go to Bastrop, Texas. It's actually a little town outside of Bastrop, but none of you know what it is. For the Sherwood Renaissance Fair. This is an annual pilgrimage that she and I make every year. We really enjoy Renaissance fairs. We also really enjoy Comic-Cons. So we try to participate in all that kind of nerdy stuff as often as we can. And this year the weather just happens to be particularly good for Saturday. So we're gonna try and go up and make the most of it. My pipe keeps going out because I keep talking. This is very unprofessional of my pipe. Part of that is I should have let this dry out just a little bit before I packed it, and I didn't feel like doing that. Because at the time of the recording of this video, it is Thursday. So I'm still in the middle of things that I just said I turned in. So I am in the process of figuring them out, hence why I didn't let this dry out before I packed it. But let's talk Renaissance fairs. So I don't know how many of you have been to a Renaissance fair. It's basically, it's basically a bunch of people walking around like it's the Middle Ages. And it's a lot of fun. It's really goofy. It's really silly, but we find it to be a lot of fun. One of the things that I enjoy doing, there's usually one or two tobacco retailers there that are either retailing pipes or handmade cigars, and I typically try to buy one or two while I am in the process of smoking the pipe that I brought, because I always bring a pipe with me to the Renaissance Fair. It just seems to fit the aesthetic better. So I really enjoy it. I'm of Scottish descent, and so I always wear a kilt to the Renaissance Fair. My fiance, on the other hand, we don't really know what she is, and but she usually wears like a tartan dress or something along those lines to match my kilt. But it's just a fun way to get out of town, go and enjoy ourselves. I'm of primarily British descent, and so I really appreciate whenever I go to a Renaissance Fair. It's sort of like going home for me, a little bit. And I know that's not accurate. From a British standpoint, these Renaissance fairs, they are not historically accurate in any form or fashion, but it's something fun and goofy to do. It's sort of like if you go to Sherwood in England, if you go to Sherwood Forest, everybody, or Nottingham, everybody wants to know about Robin Hood. It's sort of the same kind of thing. I can speak from experience because I used to live in London. So other news, eBay. So I have told myself about 5 or 6 times now, I'm done buying eBay pipes. I'm done buying pipes in general. I've got, I think, 20 or 23 pipes now, something in that range, and I don't need any more pipes. I've already got 3 that are in the wings waiting to be restored. I've got another 17 that I routinely smoke out of. 5 of them are corn cobs and Missouri Meerschaum hardwood. The rest of them are all briar. I'm overloaded in pipes. But I saw a pipe yesterday on eBay, and I just couldn't turn it down. I just couldn't. The deal was too good. I paid $5 for it, and $5 in shipping, so it was like $10. But it is a vintage briar. The seller claims it's from the 1960s. I don't know if it really is that old, but it's definitely an older vintage pipe. And I don't actually know what it is, honestly. I really liked the shape. I liked it's a billiard with a fishtail stem, which is kind of my favorite shape right now. And but what kind of stood out to me about it was the stamping on it says "Made in England," which is already a plus for me. I love everything British. I'm an Anglophile. If you haven't noticed from my other videos with all the Union Jack backgrounds, I love everything British. So the Made in England kind of did it for me. But the other thing that it had was Cumberland, which I'm not really clear on what Cumberland is. I tried to do some research into it, and the pipe above Cumberland is stamped the Tinderbox. And I do know a little bit about that from some research that I did. The Tinderbox was a chain of pipe and tobacco retail stores that opened in the 60s, and they were in business, I think, through like 2007 as a retail store, and now they're a website. I'm not exactly sure on the evolution of that, but the Tinderbox had a line of pipes that were called the Tinderbox Pipes, and they had several different models and lines of these, and they were all made by actual pipe manufacturers. So some of them were Chackham and a few others that made these pipes, and Nording was another one that made the St. Ives line, Chackham, and another one made the Unique line. And what they would do is they would stamp it, the Tinderbox, and then the brand name or the line name, and then made in wherever that pipe maker was located. And there were some really notable pipe makers that made pipes for the Tinderbox. And I started doing some research into it, and I can't find any information on who made the Cumberland line of pipes for the Tinderbox. And the only reason I really kind of hit on it was I know that Cumberland can mean either of two things. It either means that the stem is a Cumberland stem. Sorry, there was a bus behind me. It either means that there is a Cumberland stem, which, as I understand it from my research, is a red and black acrylic stem, or it has to do with the finish on the pipe, so the type of rustication that is on the pipe. I know that several different pipe makers make what they call a Cumberland pipe, and it means different things between different pipe makers. But what intrigued me is the reference to Cumberland that I see most often is to Dunhill, the Dunhill Cumberland, because as I understand it, they created the Cumberland finish, and they're the ones who popularized not only the finish but the term Cumberland. So I found that was kind of curious, so I bid on it for $5. I'm really not that concerned about who made it, so long as it smokes well. It appeared to be in really good shape for the age that they're claiming, so thought I'd give it a shot. So if any of you have information on that, I would love to hear your input on it, because I'm at my wit's end. I cannot find anything on it, quite honestly. Or anything that seems reliable anyway. So other than that, that's really all I have for you for this fantastic Friday. Again, to recap, the next tobacco review is going to be Lane 1Q. The next, there may or may not be a second video next week. It just depends if I have the time to film anything. If there is, it will be another cigar review. I haven't decided which cigar it's going to be yet, but if there's another video, it will be a cigar review. But other than that, I hope you're having a fantastic Friday, but also a blessed Good Friday. If you'd like to get in touch with me, you can find my links to my Instagram page and my Twitter page in the description box below. If you liked this video or any of the other videos on my YouTube channel, please hit that like button. If you would like to see more of my videos, please hit that subscribe button, and please hit that notification button. It looks like a bell right next to the word subscribe, and when I upload videos, it will ring for you. Other than that, my name is David. This has been Gentleman's Corner's Fantastic Friday. I hope you're having an awesome day, and other than that, have a good one.